want to talk about a fighter who checks all the boxes, DC. Here's the UFC featherweight king, your right-hand man, Max Holloway.
The Blessed Express is always on my mind. He's one of the best fighters and one of the best guys that we know. The pace and the ability to push and press forward is something that the UFC's featherweight division has never really seen. To melt Jose Aldo in the way that he did, to melt Brian Ortega in the way that he did, is truly a compliment to Max Holloway in his preparation, drew a lion to his soul, and it shows in the toughness that he exhibits when he steps into the octagon.
You talk about a guy ably taking the torch from the Hall of Famer BJ Penn. Max blessed Holloway. Few guys are going to be able to match the cardio. You mentioned the pace and the pressure. All eyes on Max Holloway yet again here tonight. Max blessed Holloway, Y&I represent, has graced the octagon. He's ready to go. When you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. When they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, in the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov's striking.
And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold me down.
He can't hold me now, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
And now unveil the tape for this lightweight scrap. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max Holloway. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. He is undefeated. He is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and what a pain in the neck he is to fight. Khabib Nurmagomedov figures to go to the takedowns early and often here tonight, but if he needs to strike, we have seen a constant evolution when it comes to his striking. This is one of the best fighters in any division, and Khabib Nurmagomedov back at it tonight. All right, so there it is, first takedown attempt by the wrestler, and the kickboxer is able to stay upright, so I know it's early, but potentially a significant moment right there.
A huge moment for him, just to gain the knowledge that if I need to, I can defend effectively, even though he believed that he was going to take me down over and over again. This is massive. Now he gets to fight where he's comfortable.
All right, clear situation here for Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see if we get a level change here, DC. There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to everything else that he does inside the octagon.
Back to his feet. Nurmagomedov going for the takedown, but unable to land. Midway through round one. Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Good defense blocking that punch. Guillotine jump.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Khabib's in half guard now. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back.
Big ground and pound.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish.
Oh, that has got to be it.
Whoa,
submission defense. He gets out.
Firmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Ready.
All right, round two. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
I mean, what else can you say about that Max Holloway jab? Just makes it look easy.
He makes it look easy, and now he's throwing them more. He's throwing more jabs because he has an understanding of what his opponent is doing in return every time he throws the shot. This guy's good, man, and we have seen him on multiple occasions have these star-making performances, which is why everybody loves Max Holloway.
Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown, well played. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Nurmagomedov's now looking for a Darce choke.
That is tight. Darce choke locked in, it's only a matter of time, but he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent so he doesn't lose him in the scramble.
Oh, great submission defense. And he's back up. Nurmagomedov going for the takedown here, but he misses.
Right into a takedown.
Oh, good entry there to take the fight to the grappling realm. Now we'll see what he can do from here, champ.
This is exactly where he wants to be. Look for him to try to use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Working out of the half guard here.
Now he's going full mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Oh my goodness, he got out again.
Wow, that is fantastic submission defense.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. raised in half guard. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
2 rounds in the books.
Hey, stop.
Wrestling was superb. Relax, recover. Same thing this round. But you go out there, keep your distance, but keep closing.
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was indeed.
Ready.
But wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
3rd round underway. Well-placed shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange.
Nice leg kick. Another leg kick lands. Beautiful level change.
Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here.
Oh yeah, he's got him. It's tight.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Close guard. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively. Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Beautiful.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Trying to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. All right, feet on the hips here. Side control now. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better.
Beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Oh, pretty sneaky there to get the ankle pick. Back to his feet.
combination.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body. With a huge win tonight.
Oh, my Lord.
Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moment, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 12 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so Khabib Nurmagomedov, your winner by knockout tonight, certainly had a big knockout against Thiago Tavares back in 2013, but his striking has eternally been underrated. Perhaps it won't be anymore.
He relies on the toughness to get him in the face of his opponents. That knockout showed that Khabib is leveling up.